Okay, we're going to continue graphing linear lines today, but the homework is going to involve when the equations are not in slope-intercept form, or when they're not having y equals whatever it may be. So standard form is when the constant is on one side of the equal sign and the two other coefficients of the variables on the other side. So some of you may still only feel comfortable doing it one way. If you do it right, that doesn't really matter to me. And those people are going to be like, well, I want to get y by itself. So they would subtract 3x on both sides, and they would have negative 5y equals 15 minus 3x. Then they would divide everything by negative 5, and we would have y equals negative 3 plus 3/5 x, because a negative 3 divided by a negative 5 is a positive 3/5 x. And then going off of yesterday's, you could see the slope as negative 3 over negative 5 and 3 over 5. And then you would plot the y-intercept, which is my constant, 1, 2, 3. And you would go up 3, positive 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to extend your lines, you would go down 3, 1, 2, 3, over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you would extend your line. But today we're just going to review a little bit about what we did previously and graphing these by finding the intercepts. And once again, the x-intercept is when y equals 0, and the y-intercept is just the opposite, is when x equals 0. So if you think of that way, you're going to say, hey, for my x-intercept, it would be 15 equals 3x minus 5 times 0, because my x-intercept is when y is at 0, and I solve for x. So that would be 15 equals 3x minus 0, and I divide both sides by 3, and I get x equaling 5. So when my x-intercept now is 5, 0. 5x, y, 0. So that would be right there. And the same scenario is if I were to do that for my y-intercept. So my y-intercept, it was when x is 0. So then I would write 15 equals 3 times 0 minus 5y. 15 equals 0, take away 5y, and I divide everything by negative 5. Negative 5 divided by negative 5 is 1, so my y is by itself. And this equals negative 3, so my y-intercept is 0, negative 3. And as you see, it is the exact same line. Either way works for me. It'd be good to kind of get familiar with one another way. Make sure you're showing your work to prove the scenarios, whether it's this way and or this way. Once again, remember to extend your line so it's easier for everybody to see. Have a great day.